Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I prepare or I like to cook my salmon and trout. So the ingredients that we're going to be using today um, is some of this pure and simple honey. You don't have to use this. This is just what I like to use. It comes in this big jug and I like it. And then the next thing we're going to use is this magic salmon seasoning. And I use this on salmon and trout, just like the way it tastes. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this honey on. I'm just gonna put a little bit on, and I'm gonna brush it on, just to get a nice even coat. And then we'll go ahead and sprinkle that seasoning on, put a good coat of that on there too. Alright, so then we'll just brush this on a little, get it on there. So I like my salmon and trout, I like a little bit of a sweet taste. We are going to be smoking these, so I like the combination of that sweet and salty taste that you get. Alright. Get this covered really good. And the kind of wood I'm going to be smoking with today is just, it's hardwood, it's oak. And I've just put about a dozen royal oak briquettes in the bottom of the grill. And then I have them inside of a cylinder. I'll show you that in a second. And then we're just gonna lay the oak on top, and we're gonna smoke these at no more than 100 degrees. I like to smoke them right at about no more than 100 degrees for a good 6 to 8 hours. So all day we're gonna smoke these. All right, and then we're gonna take our seasoning, and we're just gonna put a generous amount of that on top. This one too. All right. And the skin is left on this. It helps keep the fish together while it's cooking. Just make sure we get all that seasoning on every part of that fish. This was just caught. This is trout here. This was just caught about a month ago, so we're gonna go ahead and cook this up, smoke this, and see how it turns out. Okay guys, now what we're gonna do is transfer this over to the grill, and I'll bring you back when I do that. So what I've got here is a 6-inch steel pipe, 12 inches tall. I got about a dozen royal oak briquettes down inside there, and then 3 big chunks of oak. Over here is our lake trout. I've got the exhaust shut 100% up here, and then the intake over there is closed 3/4 of the way. So we're gonna go ahead and smoke these for 6 to 8 hours, so all day. And we're just gonna come back periodically every half hour to an hour to check on them, to give them a spritz and cover them with some more honey, and just make sure they're not drying out so they stay moist. So we'll see you guys back here in about a half hour when we check on these. Hey guys, we're back out here at the grill checking on our fish. It's been smoking for about 45 minutes now since we put it on. What I ended up doing was putting a stainless steel tray in here. It's about 3/4 of an inch deep, and I've just filled that with water to keep it nice and moist in here. I've gone ahead and put more honey on this, and in about an hour or so I'm going to put a little bit more seasoning on this, and I'll just bring you guys back here when this is all done and ready to go, and we'll take a look at it. Our wood here is doing pretty good, so I don't gotta mess with that any. So we'll see you guys back here when it's done. Okay, and while we're waiting for that fish to smoke, I figured we'd go ahead and talk about this grill a little bit in case you guys were wondering what it's made out of. So what this is a propane cylinder, if you can't tell. I went ahead and cut this The door in here was a wheel grinder welded on some hinges on either end. The handle here, this is a stainless steel handle that I got off of a Sub-Zero fridge and TIG welded that on there. It makes it look pretty nice. The stack up here, this is some 3-inch food grade stainless steel pipe I had laying around. I went ahead and fabricated a lid to control the exhaust. The frame on here, this is some 1-inch square metal tubing for the legs, and then this is some 1/4-inch by 2-inch steel strapping to tie the two legs together. It's got some wheels on here, and then the grill grates. I actually had these water jetted out. The grill grates were made out of some 1/4-inch steel plating, and then I had a company just water jet out the grates in here, the slots. So that turned out pretty nice. Yeah, so this is the grill that I use. I featured in my other video where I made the shish kebabs, in case any of you guys were wondering what it was or what it was made out of. This is it. You know, it's a lot better than having those cheap little, you know, those cheap grills you buy from Walmart or whatever. They never last, they're junk, they rust out. You know, you guys know what happens to them. So yeah, I paid about 65 bucks for all of the material, and I've had this for about 5 years now, and it's great. I love it. Okay guys, here's the end result after 6.5 hours. We got a nice golden brown color on our lake trout, and let me tell you, it looks outstanding and it smells even better. I wish you guys could taste this because it is awesome. If you guys want to try this, go right ahead. This is my favorite way to eat lake trout or salmon. Go ahead and try it. You won't regret it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video, and come on back for more. Thanks for watching.